there are three parts to this question. The first part asks you to find this, second part asks you to find this, and last part asks you to integrate this. So let's do this first part first. Now you notice that x is a function. Cosine 2x also is a function. So what you need to do is to apply product rule. And product rule is simply differentiate this one, leave it alone first. Now leave this alone, differentiate this. Differentiate cos, you know, is minus sine 2x. Then differentiate the 2x, you have a 2 here. Okay, just to be sure, I'll write this down here. Okay, and I'll get this, and this minus has to come to the front. You cannot leave it here, and the 2 also has to come to the front, followed by all your algebra. Okay, so this is your simplest form answer. Next, same thing, function times a function. Differentiate this one, leave it alone. Now leave this alone. Differentiate this. Differentiate sine is cosine. And please don't forget to differentiate the inside, which is 2. Simplify it, you will get this. Remember to put the 2 right in front. So remember this rule: sine, number, algebra, then check your work. Okay, snack. Now after you have done this, they want you to find this. Now when they say hence, or if you have done something that can help you in this part 3, you have to see or locate where the x square cos 2x is, and you can see that it is actually hiding here, right? So you differentiate this, you get this, which means if I integrate this whole thing, I should get this. Okay, bearing this in mind, I can now write exactly what is here. Okay, differentiate this, I get this. What this means is that if the next step I integrate, this will cancel out the integration sign, right? So this will give me actually I can separate. I separate them right now. It means integrating this is the same as integrating this plus integrating this. Why do I want to separate? Because I'm going to separate anyway later, so I might as well do now. Okay, now where is the thing that we want? It is here. So you have to always have the n in mind. It is here. Okay, so this 2 you don't want, right? You don't want the 2, so you can actually divide now, if you want, everything by 2. Divide by 2, you will just have x sine 2x. And now you have exactly what the question wants you to find here. Okay, so this is exactly the same as this. And then you can make this the subject already. Minus this, and that's equals to what you want to find. Okay, now you've already done this part. What you need to do is to do this part, but this part you already found it here. Can you see? Not say found it lah, but it's linked to here. So if I differentiate this, I get this minus this. When I integrate this, I should integrate this also. They should be similar, right? Okay, so for this, you won't be able to integrate from here. You have to make use of this result. Okay, so how do I proceed from here? You have to now from here you work backwards. So this is part 3 continuation. I'm going to do here because I don't have enough space in my camera. The differentiating this gives me this. Which means that if I integrate this minus integrate this, they should be the same. Okay, now I need to, because I don't want the 2, so I divide throughout by 2. And that will give me equals to minus x sine 2x dx, which is what I want. Okay, this one is what I want, but I don't want the minus, so I'm going to so-called put this here, and this has to go to the other side to make it the subject, and I would get this. Can I integrate this? I definitely can. Integrating cosine, I get sine. Okay, so I get sine. The argument remains the same. The 2, okay, just stay here. But I got to now differentiate the 2x, and that's how another 2 appears here. Because when you integrate, you have to divide. Alright, and you have to plus c as well. And now I'm going to minus this because I don't want this on the left side. Okay, now I'm going to put this whole thing back into here, okay, where I left off just now. So my integration of x squared cos 2x dx, this, okay, would be what I have just now over 2 minus this whole thing. Okay, so because there's a minus here, it means that I have to change the sign of this, change the sign of this, change the sign of this. Okay, so that will give me minus c. I will just change it to plus c1. Okay, that means there's another constant being created. Okay, and I will change this sign to cos 2x over 2.